You've probably seen how much NFTs are selling for these days, and instead of buying them, maybe you want to create and sell your very own NFT collection. Making a simple NFT project is extremely easy and only takes a few minutes. In this video, I'll be showing you how to create and sell your own NFT with OpenSea, how to get a commission each time that NFT resells to another person, and what it takes to have a successful NFT project. My name is Devin Cook. Welcome back to DevMoney. All right, the first thing that you're going to need in order to create your very own NFT and start your collection is to get an image that you want to make into an NFT. For this example, we're going to use this photo from Horseshoe Bend that I took earlier this year. I'll show you how to make this and any other image into an NFT. Now, step number 2 is you are going to need to create a MetaMask wallet. MetaMask.io is where you're going to go to do that. And what MetaMask is it's a cryptocurrency wallet that you can use to hold your cryptocurrency as well as your NFTs. And you can connect this wallet to different websites that sell NFTs, and you can then exchange your cryptocurrency for the NFTs and store the NFTs within your MetaMask wallet. And if you haven't created a MetaMask wallet yet, make sure to click this link right here where I've made a video showing you exactly how to do it. Now, once your MetaMask wallet has been created, you're going to head over to OpenSea.io. OpenSea.io, you can see that right there. And then you have to connect your MetaMask wallet to OpenSea. So you're going to do that by clicking this link right here to your profile, sign into your MetaMask wallet. Make sure you remember your password so that way you can actually get into your MetaMask, because I had to put it in a couple different times. And this right here is your MetaMask wallet address because it's linked to MetaMask. And now that everything is connected, what you're going to do is you're going to come over here to create. And this is going to be all the steps that you need to take in order to create your own NFT. If you're new to NFTs, I would suggest making your own NFT just because it gets your feet wet into the NFT space and it gets you a bit more comfortable with everything that goes on with OpenSea and with MetaMask. So I'm gonna browse for my file or just drag and drop right here. So boom, there's my Horseshoe Bend file. We're gonna name it Horseshoe Bend because that's what it's called. So if you have a website that you're also hosting your NFTs or your photography or your art or whatever your NFT is, you can link that right here. For this example, I'm not gonna include one, but if you do have a website, I would highly suggest you link it. It's highly recommended that you include a description for your NFT, that way people know a bit more about it. Now, if you already have a collection of NFTs created, you can add that to that collection. I don't have a collection created yet, but you can create one afterwards. Now, down below the collection section, you're gonna see a bunch of different traits and levels that you can add, like properties, textual traits, levels, numerical traits, stats, numerical traits that show up as numbers, unlockable content, all kinds of stuff that you can mark. And that is gonna be extremely helpful if you're creating a big project like this, Bored Ape Yacht Club, where there's a bunch of these different apes and they all have different traits, different color of fur, different glasses, different hats, different clothing, different eyes, all kinds of different things, different teeth, different levels of shaving. And so if you are creating a collection similar to this one, that's where you can go in and start adding a bunch of different traits and different properties. The supply is just gonna be the total amount available to mint. So this is just gonna be a one of one. You can't change it right now, but you will be able to in the future. And then you can choose what blockchain. I would suggest Ethereum blockchain, especially if you're new, don't worry about Polygon. Okay, so now that we have all of that set, we're going to hit create. And so boom. Please wait, and it's just gonna load for a little bit. We're gonna see how long it takes. And then bam, you created Horseshoe Bend. Wow, you just created Horseshoe Bend. You can share it on all of your profiles. And this is gonna be extremely helpful to market your NFT project so that way you actually sell it. And now you can see essentially the listing that's gonna be on OpenSea. If someone else was to find this project, this is what they would see. Of course, it says that it's owned by you right here because you just created it. It's got the description. It's in an untitled collection, which you can change that in the future. It has a bit of details about the project, and it has who minted it down here. So this is all the information. You don't have any offers. It's not listed for sale. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into collections. So we're going to create a collection right here. And so what you can do here, much like any social network, you can add a logo image, a featured image, a banner image, and you can name the collection. You can add a website so that way someone can go get more information about your project, and then a description of your project. And then you can also add a category. So is this art? Is this sports? Is it a collectible trading card? This is going to be super helpful for people to discover your NFT on OpenSea when they're just browsing for new NFT collections that they may like. And then you can link all of your information. Your website, a Discord if you've created one, highly recommended if you're trying to create an NFT project that will actually sell. Your Twitter, your Instagram, all kinds of different stuff. And then we'll come down here to the royalties section. Now this is gonna be extremely important if you want to make money on the back end of your NFT project selling to other people on the secondary market. So imagine we take this NFT that I just made, Horseshoe Bend, and I sell it to you. And then for whatever reason in the future, you decide you want to sell it on to someone else. Maybe it's increased in value. Maybe I've become some awesome Horseshoe Bend photographer, whatever's the reason, but you want to sell this NFT. Well, when you have included a percentage fee or a royalty on the back end of this project, that means that if you go sell this project to someone else, and I have entered in here a 10% fee, that means when you sell the project, I am gonna get a 10% royalty or commission based on you selling that to someone else. So say you sold it for 1 Ethereum to your friend Bob, that means I, as the artist, am going to get 10% or 0.1 Ethereum based off of that sale. And so that's a way for artists and photographers or NFT creators to keep making money even after they've initially sold their NFT project. So So what you'll do, 10% I would admit is maybe a bit high, but if you have a super high demand project, you can do that. Say I just put in 5 right here, and then I go into my wallet here, I copy that, and then I can paste that wallet address. So what this does is every time this NFT resells, I'll be getting a 5% fee paid by OpenSea and within 2 weeks of the NFT selling to this wallet address that I've specified. And then you come down here to your payment tokens. You can put Ethereum, wrapped Ethereum, or you can add a bunch of different tokens. DAI is a super popular one, USDC, there's a bunch of others as well. And then you can change basically how it's gonna look on OpenSea's website if you want a padded, contained, or covered theme. And you can play around with all of those after you've created your collection. Okay, so now that you've created your own NFT project, you put it in a collection, and maybe you've added a couple of different other photos to the same series and you want to actually list it for sale. Well, what you're going to do is you're going to come here to your NFT, horseshoe bin right here, the one I created, and you're going to hit sell. Now you have a bunch of different options here as well. By setting the price, you can sell it at a fixed or declining price. You can sell it the highest bid in an auction, and you can also bundle this NFT with others to sell them as a bundle. Now with the set price, we can set a price, say we're gonna sell it for 0.1 Ethereum, and then what you can do as well is include an ending price. And what this means is that if no one just grabs it at 0.1 Ethereum, you can set the price to decline over a certain length of time. This is called a Dutch auction, where instead of the bidding goes up, the price actually falls until someone buys it. So your ending price would have to be lower. So say we put 0.01 Ethereum or 0.2, I just typo that, call that good. And then we can have an expiration date, 3 days, 1 week, 1 month, or you can set a specific date. So to overview what's gonna happen is you are going to be listing this NFT for 0.1 Ethereum. And then as the time goes on, and if no one has bought it, it will drop in price until it has reached that floor price of 0.02 Ethereum. Now, if you want to sell this NFT to a specific person, you've reached an agreement, you can also hit privacy and you can put in a specific address, and only that specific address will be able to buy this NFT. So this is a very secure way to sell an NFT to a specific person if they're very interested in it. And then you can see a summary of your listing, your starting price, your ending price, and then all the fees. You're gonna have a 2.5% fee to OpenSea, and because this is not a part of a collection and there is not a royalty attached to it, you don't have a royalty fee. If there was a royalty fee, that 5% from the collection, you would see a 5% royalty fee in there as well. But since we just walked through the royalty section and didn't actually set that up, you only have that 2.5% fee to OpenSea. Now, if we come over here to highest bid, you can see that you can set a minimum bid, in this case 0.1 Ethereum, which means everyone has to bid at least 0.1 Ethereum in order to actually bid on the NFT. Makes sense. And then there's a reserve price, and this means that unless your NFT project hits this 1 Ethereum reserve price, it will not sell. Even if the auction is expiring and it's at 0.95 Ethereum, you can choose to accept that offer, but OpenSea will not automatically accept the offer unless it's over 1 Ethereum. And so if the offers are 0.95 Ethereum in this auction style and the auction ends, you can either accept that 0.95 Ethereum offer, or the auction will just end and the NFT will be taken off the market. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna hit post your listing. Now, this is the part that you need to understand, is when you post a listing, because you're dealing with Ethereum and you're dealing with a blockchain, you're gonna need to pay gas fees in order to list this for sale. And this is on top of the 2.5% OpenSea fee when your listing actually sells. So in this case, in order to list this NFT for sale, you're gonna need to pay, it looks like $275.97, 0.07 Ethereum in gas fees just to list this for sale on OpenSea. So if you're just playing around with NFTs, I wouldn't suggest making something like this and then listing it for sale, unless you're really confident that it's gonna sell, but you also will have to recuperate these $300 almost in gas fees in order for the sale to make sense in the first place. So we're gonna reject that because we don't want to list this for sale. I don't wanna pay that in gas fees. I don't even have any Ethereum in this wallet. But when you are ready to sell your listing, that's how you do it. Now, the final step that you need to take in order to sell your NFTs and actually make money is you have to market it, because no one's gonna come on here and just find this NFT and buy it. I mean, maybe someone will, but it's super unlikely. So if I wanted to actually sell this NFT, what I would do is I would actually create a compelling collection. I would take other landscape photos, other photos of the same sort, and bundle them all up into a collection. I would name it, I would describe it, I would create a website, I would create a Discord, I would create a Twitter account, and I would start putting out all kinds of content about my NFT project. I would list it everywhere I possibly can and put it on all the different social platforms to try and get as much exposure as possible. Because without any exposure, no one is going to be interested in your project. And just because you create an NFT and it is an NFT doesn't mean someone's just automatically going to want to buy it. There has to be some sort of perceived value. So maybe you're some awesome photographer, maybe you've got some super awesome skill at artistry or at cartooning or whatever it's going to be. But when you make your project, you need to showcase your abilities, showcase what you want to do in the future with the NFT project, and you have to create value that people can see and that is going to be compelling enough for them to want to actually purchase your art. So that's step by step how to create an NFT. Let me know in the comments what questions you have. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.